Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a stay-at-home dad and a part-time eBay reseller. And every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. I still cannot hear out of this ear. I felt perfectly fine for 3 days now, but I got nothing out this ear. It's, you know, you're like, oh, Drew, what does that matter? Who cares? You know, you can't hear out your ear. At least you're feeling good. Well, when you're talking on camera or talking in general, it's difficult to have a stuffed up ear. Because as I've mentioned, I think I'm screaming at you, and I've noticed in editing, I am not. So I will continue to scream. I have 6 TCG player orders going out today for around $23 in profit. I mentioned last video, I think, that I ran into the wall of that I can't get into the direct program because there's a $600 per week in sales limit. And if you're not selling high-end cards, you're doing crazy volume. Like my store has almost 20,000 cards in it, and I don't even do remotely close to that. So you either have to have a lot of high-end stuff, or maybe you're selling sealed product, or whatever it is. I'm not there. I could probably finagle it if I wanted to sell off some of my sealed product and kind of fudge the numbers for like a month or two, but I don't want to do that because 6 sales, $23. I had one more to do. Those were over the weekend. I had one more to do, but it was a lot of cards and not a ton of money, so the time I could just do that later when I'm checking emails or something. And then I have, nice, 15 orders going out today, 2 pending, but if they don't pay for it, it's not a sale. I have heard that eBay is finally, in this latest update, going to do away with that, where if somebody buys something, they actually have to pay for it. That makes sense, but I don't think it will work on sent offers. So a lot of my sales, like the 2 right there, they might have already switched over, but those 2 were sent offers. I don't know why they would specifically pick that to not have them pay right away for. It should be, you say you're going to buy the thing, you buy the thing. Whatever. I don't care. It hasn't really bothered me as much as it bothers other people because that's how it's been for so long. Just kind of an is what it is situation. But first thing going out, B3H is 3 Zilmax tanks right here in this bag. And Michigan strikes again with its insane weather. Yesterday was 50 and rained the entire day. Today it should reach the low to mid 80s. But these cool die-cast tanks, I could have sold them individually as a lot. It had shown that they were selling better as a lot. And so those ones right there on sale, $21.24 plus shipping, plus eBay international shipping on top of that. So let's see where it's going. And they're going to Germany. So very cool, heading out to Germany. Oh, I got toothpaste on my shirt. Super cool. That's very, very camera ready there, Drew. Probably got toothpaste on my face too. And next up, it's a book. A very cool book. Very cool. I got this in the same lot of books. This is Bewitched, the Opposite Uncle. In the lot of books where I got the $50, if you know that clip. $50. $50. $50. The Judy Bolton Mysteries book. I had to look it up again. Really need to get that one in my head because those are worth a lot of money. But also there, I got this Bewitched book, which is really cool. I used to watch Bewitched a lot. I used to love watching Nick at Night as a kid. Had a little bit of an insomnia issue. I think it was more of a little bit of a had a TV in my room and free reign to watch it as I pleased issue. But it is what it is. For that book, $16.14 free shipping. I think I paid 25 cents a book at that sale. And some of the books I got in that lot, not even worth selling. So when I'm buying books, I try to get them cheap. And usually it works out where I'm going to make some money. And if you have to just donate a couple of them, if you can get them at that low dollar, it makes it a lot easier. That's why I'm so jealous of people that have Goodwill bins. The people that are like, oh yeah, I went to the bins today. I'm like, hey, you trying to make me feel bad? You trying to rub it in my face that you got a cool place to get cheap stuff? I can go to my Goodwill and pay retail. That sounds fun. Next up, B5 is FIFA World Cup stickers, and it's a box set. You've seen me sell a couple of these smaller 5-packs, but I also have, I'm gonna knock them all over now, this big, what's the count here? I'm not sure. It doesn't say how many are in here right on the front of it. That seems odd. But either way, I got this in with the others as well in a Mikhail mystery box. This is like one of the ones for you'd put like on a checkout line where you'd open it up, fold this part in, and they'd be individually sold. Took a not a significant offer. I think I had it $49.99, sent out an offer $39.99. It says plus shipping, but it's going international, so I think it's free shipping. And then that one is, which this might also be that under a pound. That might also be the same thing with the tanks, that it's actually free shipping to me, and then eBay International is charging shipping, but it doesn't separate that out. Not that that matters a ton, but it just seems silly. Like, why are you even telling me what they paid in shipping to eBay? Also, do I get fees on eBay International shipping charges? If that's a thing, I would be not happy. Yeah, because it's a free shipper for me. I'm going to look into that, because if I'm getting charged fees on shipping that I don't even collect, now that one would be worse than the fees on taxes. That also does not make any sense. That one also going to Germany. It's a Germany shopping day. Maybe it's a holiday in Germany. But before these, you know, I had a couple of the smaller ones sold, and then this one wasn't really selling till today, of course. I was very tempted to start opening them, just because I'm a card collector kind of guy. I like opening them. And there is the slim chance that there are stickers in there worth a ton of money. It's a very slim chance. These ones actually, like a lotto ticket, have the, maybe it's not on the box, but on the individual packs, it actually has the odds, just like on the back of, if you're doing like Keno or something, it tells you the odds of actually winning. And it's, to get the ones that are worth like real money, like into the thousand, multiple hundreds and into the thousands, it's like one in something insane. I don't know, let me look. Tens of thousands. Yeah, to get a green parallel is 1 in 1,445. And to get a black parallel, it doesn't even tell you the number, because that would be the entirety of how many they printed. It's 1. They've printed 1. But the problem is, 1 in 1,445 doesn't sound that bad, but you also have to get a player people want. So it's really however many players they've done, and then there's only like 3 of the players that those stickers are worth any money. So it's a very, very slim chance. If they weren't going to sell and just sit around forever, I would have done it, because it could have just been something fun to do with Michael. $39.99, free shipping, going international. Michael over the weekend, bummer, yesterday, got bit in the face by a dog. He's fine. I don't think he's going to have a scar or anything. And Michael is, I don't want to be mean to my boy, but Michael's soft. Michael's a soft boy. That's fine. He's just like his dad. I was a mama's boy, baby, softy. But he was such a man. I was so proud of him. He was really freaked out when it happened. I cleaned him up, and he was just, I could see him stiffening up his lip. He was just such a big man about it. I was so proud of him. Next thing going out, C1A, is a signed baseball. Gonna get myself choked up over here. Jeez, get yourself together, Drew. It is this one down here, and it actually has some pretty cool people on it. I think Terry Francona, Kevin Youkilis, Peter Gammons. I don't know Peter Gammons, but I definitely know Kevin Youkilis. This I got in a Mikhail mystery box. I had that priced pretty high. $44.99, something like that. Somebody sent me an offer of $20. I've had zero interest in it. I paid less than $1. I have a box of signed baseballs to still go through. It's not that it's not worth the $44.99 that I had it listed as. It's that the pool of buyers that I'm trying to intrigue to buy that item is very small. And I don't want to wait another 6 to 9 months for that next person to think, hey, I might want this random signed baseball from the Boston Red Sox, because I most likely would have to wait till next baseball season just to even have a shot at selling it. So I'm okay with that. Paid less than $1 into $20 free shipping. That's still fine with me. Next up, D1A3. I think it's supposed to be D1A3. It is a Barbie doll. It says DIA, but I think it's D1A because there isn't a DIA. It will be easy to identify because this Barbie's in 2 pieces. D1A3, shoes and a Barbie in 2 halves. Is that in the listing? I sure hope so. The cover photo doesn't look like it. Huh. That's odd. This is the right one, but it's in 2 halves. I will have to contact Jen and see what's up with that. I don't know if maybe it's easy for it to pop on and off, and so she thought this was a better way to package it. I'm not really sure. I hope there is a good reason for that, because it sold for $38 free shipping, which actually, when I took the offer, it's quite a bit lower than the other ones listed, but the hand, if I can get zoomed in here, the hand has issues. It's like a bad mold or something. I don't know if you can see that, but there's these weird like hang tags or something. It's kind of creepy looking, but it's something wrong with the mold of that Barbie. So I took about $10 less than the other ones listed, but $38 free shipping if that's not a problem, which the way it's packaged seems like she did that on purpose. So I'll have to check on that. Also, I had a viewer, which whoever you are, thank you. I'm not going to put your name out there, your store name, where you contact me and stuff, because I'm not sure if you want other people to know your business or anything. But thank you. I appreciate you reaching out with some tips and a couple little, hey, you missed this here. Hey, this is actually worth more money. This is actually something different. Couple of those. Very helpful. Definitely not an area that I'm an expertise in. And I'm not upset by any of this. I've said this quite a few times. I paid so little for this lot, and it is printing me money. It's a great opportunity to learn some more and also make a boatload of money. If I miss out on $1 here or there, I'm not going to cry about it. Would I like to get every single dollar? Oh, of course. But if I'd paid $100 for each box or something, then yes, I would be very sure on every single item. But I paid $60 for all of it, and I made that back in the first day. So it's so good. It's so good. Speaking of good, I have 2 Jewel Pops going out to a repeat buyer. Not the infamous one that has bought from me for so long, but still appreciated nonetheless. It is Pop E1. It's a black agate, and I'm not sure the individual price, but the total for both of them will be $49.98 free shipping. And because they are combined shipping, I save money, therefore make more money, more money, more money. And then the next one is C5 Chameleon Jewel Pop Tailspin Aqua and Cubic Zirconia, that one right there. And like I said, $49.98 for the pair. Just working out so good. And these are selling at a much faster rate than I expected to. But it is a lot of repeat buyers. Sorry to whoever finds the next lot of these. I think the people that are buying them are buying mine, and then they're going to be done, and then the market's going to be over with. I've had so many questions on those. It's not a thing you're going to find. I got them because I spoke to the daughter of a jewelry store owner their jewelry store had closed, and she had these sitting in her closets for a decade. It's not something you're just going to go to the Goodwill and find. And if you do, maybe you'll find 1 or 2. But to end up with a score like this is very specific to the situation that happened to me. And I also had no clue they were going to be worth this much money and that they were going to sell this well. Next thing going out is C3. It is a patio umbrella. Let's see, Actually, I moved them. They're over here. These have been sitting on the floor forever, so I just tossed them over here. Of course, I grabbed the one that isn't packed up properly. And I hope these are Treasure Garden umbrella covers, CP912. So we got going here. Why would I put the number last? That makes it just difficult on me. But CP912, this right here, I got these in a very large buy of umbrella covers and fire pit covers, and I paid up for it. It wasn't super cheap, but I lucked out, and one of them was worth over $100. I don't remember what it was. I think maybe it was a furniture cover. Maybe it was like an outdoor couch cover, something like that. It was worth over $100, and that was the very first one to sell, and I recouped most of the money I had spent. So for this one, $32.99 plus shipping. So it's going on 3 years. It was a lot of them. It was a ton, but it turns out it was a good buy. I was a little nervous. It was my first big buy. But it's taken quite a while to filter through the rest of them, but it's overall been very profitable. Next up, C3B21 is a Monique doll wig. C3B21 right here. Monique Charmaine 89 Blonde. And for that one, $12.99 free shipping. Next up, B2 is a Kuji vintage tie. B2. All right, it was tucked behind stuff, kind of hard to find. But I got this, I think, in a Mikhail mystery box, so I would have paid less than $1. For that, I sent out an offer, $14.99 free shipping. Next up, I thought this was a very bad buy, but turns out it was pretty good. C3 is a set of Monte Carlo Melmac. What did I say? C3, yeah, over here. C3 in like a Aztec Southwest motif colors. I paid, I don't know, $3 or something for them. Unfortunately, when I was cleaning them, 2 were broke. So that's why the bowls, there's only the 2 colors. I think it was actually 2 of the bowls were broke. There was no solds of this. There was no solds on Terapeak, which means for the last 2 years, this brand has not sold, period. But this, what was it? Because these are, yeah, Monte Carlo. But there was another brand, and I don't remember what it was. Might have been Aztec, but they were the exact same colors, exact same thing, but a different brand. So I think it was called Aztec, and that's why I put Aztec in the title. But I put that very last, but I put what it actually was at the beginning, and I got $26.99 plus shipping. So that's actually a pretty good flip. What am I talking about? Pretty good. That's great. That's great. $3 into $26.99 plus shipping. Next up, B3D9 is a Western Airlines pin. B3D. Oh, this is the first time this has actually confused me. I have 2 B3Ds. B3D9 right here. I don't even remember how that happened, but I'm not fixing it now, that's for sure. B3D9. We've got a name to live up to. This came in a Mikhail mystery box, so I paid very less than $1. If it was one that had like pins and stuff in it, there probably was a bag of them. But either way, even if I had paid less than $1 garage sale, $10.79 free shipping. If I got this for 50 cents and turned it into $10.79 free shipping, that's still good with me. Oh, let's go ahead and take a little break for tip of the day. What do you think, Blackbeard? Tip of the day time? He agrees. And the tip of the day today is use your eBay coupon. I know this is kind of a generic one. I'm going to do it every quarter for as long as I have this channel. If you have an eBay store, you get an eBay coupon, however you want to say it, every quarter. If you didn't use the last one, I'm sorry, it's gone. There's no getting it back. That's why, as soon as the new quarter comes out, that is the tip of the day. Go use it today. Don't wait till later and accidentally forget or forget. Can you is there a way to forget without accidentally forget? You forget on purpose? I don't think that's a thing. But either way, go use it today. I'm going to use mine today. I don't know what I'm going to get. I got to do a bit of a inventory. I used to always get either the eBay bubble mailers, but I don't sell really any games anymore. And that's about all I used them for. And now that I do mostly polyed bags with a loop of bubble wrap, which you say, Drew, that's the exact same thing. Why don't you just use the bubble bag? There's a price difference. It's cheaper. Cheaper to use a poly bag and a loop of bubble wrap from American Bubble Boy. Link in the description. If you don't want to use my link and give me free money, don't. Still buy it from American Bubble Boy. But I used to always get those. And then these, the 8x6x4. Those are real good ones. Time before last, I got these 10x8x6. I don't use enough of them, so I still have plenty of those. The last time I got these 4x4x4 cubes, I've used one of these. I actually thought I would use a lot more. I'll probably use it. I've used it, actually, I think the 2 I've used were stuff I normally wouldn't put in a box, but they were going international. Like this, if it fits, will go in one of those little boxes, but it might not. It might be too big. Yeah, that's too big. So even that won't go in one of those boxes. So those were, I'm not gonna say a poor choice because I didn't need anything else. I've gotten the record mailers before, but again, I have a ton of them and I haven't gotten to listing the rest of my records yet. So I don't need that one. I don't need tape. I always buy stuff in bulk, especially my coupons. I guess this is the better tip. is when you use your coupon, maximize it. If you know that you use the bubble mailers a bunch, don't just get the base one, get more, and then it brings your cost per unit down instead of just getting some freebies. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get... I really don't know. Maybe I'll just get some poly bags. I mean, I use a ton of poly bags. I don't need any. Maybe I'll get some big boxes. Some like bigger ones. I've gotten not shoe boxes. They're what I put my shoes in when they're in a box. What I put my shoes on when they're in a box, which are these 6x12x8. But these are too big. I don't like those. I don't know how many other options they have for boxes. I might just have to stockpile something. I'll let you know when they come in. Actually, let me know. I'll wait till after this video comes out. Let me know what you get, and maybe that'll sway me in a direction, something that you use a lot. I'm not going to get the tape because I don't need tape. Like I said, I have enough tape to last me till next year, which I think I have a link for tape. I get it from Tape King. American Bow Boy also has tape, but I haven't tried it yet because I have tape. So I can't say whether or not theirs is better. I haven't even price compared, but maybe give that a shot, since if you use my link, I'll make some money off it. Next thing going out, Pop C4. It is raspberry sorbet, Swarovski crystals, and enamel. For that one, $17.99 free shipping. And then to loop back real quick, I was talking about the Pokemon cards. This is all I have left to list. So after I get done packing, these are getting listed, and then I'm going to reorganize that a little bit because I have multiple 5,000 count boxes. I'm having to sit one down, pull cards onto the next one, sit it down, and if you're doing that for every single order, it's very time consuming. So what I'm going to do is this desk is actually going to get taken over, and I'll clear this area out so I can sit them next to each other, and it'll be a much faster process. Or I might even clear this out and have them on these couple shelves, something where I don't have to move them every time, because that's what I'd done originally. I had it sitting over here, and I would pull it out and do the orders that way, which would be fine. But now that I'm about to have 4 boxes, that's too much moving, too time consuming. But what that does mean is that that project checked off the list. Then I get to decide what is the next project I can check off the list. And I will focus on that one till it's done, because the schedule has been working great. Even though that one person in the comments said you are gonna fail and I can't wait to see it. I can't believe people talk like that. I said I wasn't gonna talk about it anymore, but that one it's been getting my grumble. But to talk about that again, I didn't put out the video where I talk about the negativity I had received until many days after it was edited, because I wanted to sit on the information. I considered not even releasing the video, but the information in the video was still good, so I put it out there anyways. And I don't want to sound like a complainer, because the overwhelming amount of people that watch my channel are supportive, and I mean very supportive, very nice to me. So I don't want to be some like, oh poor me, anything like that. You guys know you're great. I know you're great. Those other people are, and they can go on with their day doing something else. A4 is a alcohol breath check. 1, 2, 3, 4. This right here, I think I got this in a Mikhail mystery box. There was 2 of them, but I think they came in a Mikhail mystery box. So I would have paid less than $1. Not a great seller. Took an offer, $9 free shipping. I only had them listed, I think, $9.99 free shipping. So that's not a huge discount. But I wouldn't trust one of these. I definitely, I'm not using this and then going, oh, okay, I'm good, and then getting in my car. What, are you gonna take that to court? That's gonna stand up? Don't think so. But for whoever buys it, I hope it's helpful. Now, for a fun thing to do with your friends, like, ooh, I wonder who can blow the highest. Like, maybe, but even that sounds terrible. B3I is 2 Schleck horses. B3I, which is great, because I think this is the new location for some of that Barbie stuff. So clear some space out. But these 2 little Schleck horses I got in a lot of some Schleck, some other brands, Breyer, I think was some of them, but it was a bunch of horses. I paid $8 for the whole box, and those alone, $13.49 free shipping. So right there paid for the box And I think one of them already sold for $30-something. A couple of others sold. It was really a good buy. Had to do a quick battery change. And next thing and last thing, I guess, going out, because those other things have not been paid for. And if they don't pay, it's not a sale. Since there will still be scenarios where things can be purchased but not paid for, get that in your head that until that money, not the sold cha-ching comes through, the paid cha-ching comes through, that it's not a sale. Just ignore it. Then you won't feel so disgruntled about the whole thing. And I think that's why I've had a better time, I guess, with that whole process of not having to pay right away, because I just never consider them sold. I've said before, it's like putting it on layaway and then they back out. It is what it is. That would have been a better system. Charge them for the time it sits not sold. You know, $1 a day, something like that. That would have been great. I would have made a bunch of money out that. D1A13 is a Barbie quick curl. D1A, I think it's this one right here. Pretty easy to find. Got a green dress. Yep, D1A13. Looks kind of like a Laura Ingalls outfit there. 1966 quick curl Kelly with green dress. And I sent out an offer, $63.99 free shipping. And that was after I sent out an offer. I could have held out, but I got that buy very cheap. I need the money flowing in. That's just a fact. And to circle back to something I'd said a couple videos ago about the poor economy, that's one of the adjustments I've made, is I am much more receptive to offers. It's just one of those things where I don't try to base how my business goes off of other resellers. I try to base how my business goes off of Amazon, Walmart. What do these places do when times are tough? They, first off, cut out excessive spending. But it's easy for Walmart to do that. They can cut a couple employees. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying that's available to them. I can't fire Blackbeard. I don't pay him anything. He actually cost me quite a bit of money. So actually, to continue that conversation, because it's stuff people need to hear, and I don't want to say not nice Drew is here, but I think I need to be a little more direct to hopefully, you know, shake a couple people into realizing tough times can go on for long periods. Things have been really good economically for a decade. It could be multiple years that things are bad. That's a possibility. And I'm not trying to be like doom and gloom. I'm saying you should always be prepared for the worst. You should have that as a thought that this could be a prolonged period of hard times. Things you can do is try to find places to cut your spending. I'm not trying to pick on something because I've never used the service. I have no clue how good it is, how much money it makes people. But things like List Perfectly, things like Photo Room. If you use Photo Room, which I use to make like my thumbnails, but some people use it to do all their listings because it's great. I can throw something on the floor, take a picture, click one button, and the background's white. So you can take pictures wherever. But to do it free, you can only do one picture at a time or something like that. But if you pay for the service, you can do a bunch in bulk. Things like that, you have to consider, is this worth the money I'm putting out there? Could I do my job without these things? Could I make the same amount of money or more money by just not spending on one of these services? And again, I'm not trying to pick on something like List Perfectly because I don't use it. I've never used it. I don't even cross-list, cross-post, however you want to say it. I don't do any of that stuff, so I can't speak on its value. That's just things top of my head. To outside business, do you need Netflix, Disney, Hulu, Spotify, ESPN Plus? Do you need all of them? Consider. You know, it's time to tighten the belt, because it's not like, oh, well, if I cancel my Netflix, if things turn around, things all of a sudden booming and you make a bunch of money, you just get it back. They'll actually probably send you an offer to get it cheaper. Be prepared. Start having the thoughts. What could I do to tighten the belt? How could I bring down my cost? It's not always as simple as, oh, I'll just make more money. That's not always an option. Sometimes the buyers just aren't there. Sometimes the money just isn't there. Like I said, the one thing I have been doing is I've been very receptive to offers. I used to have a hard line, nothing below 20% off, period. I would go check pricing and see if like the market had changed and then possibly adjust that way. But I used to, beyond that, hard line, 20%, I'd rather wait around for the next buyer, and sometimes there isn't a next buyer. Am I saying give your stuff away? No. Be aware of how much, like where your wiggle room is. How much do you have to make on that item? Stop buying things. That's a big one for a lot of people. If you got back stock, stop buying. List the stuff you got, and then if all of a sudden you're making a bunch more money, then go out and buy more stuff. There's always more stuff. That's a reseller fallacy that you're gonna miss out. It's the same thing in investing in the stock market. Everyone thinks they're gonna miss out. There's always a buying opportunity. There's always gonna be something else. Even if you miss out on this thing, there'll be something else for you. So Drew's not gonna be here to give you sunshine and rainbows every day. I'm gonna try to be honest with you. Mostly, I'll try to be honest about how my business is going in my life, in my personal economic situation, and then hopefully some of you relate to that in a personal way and it helps you out. Well, that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other. Just really neat. Hey, little Jeep. Do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let's go. I'm good at this.